Hey y'all, so if it is your first time here, my name is Ash, and if you're returning, welcome back. So y'all, I want you to go ahead and click subscribe if you're not already subscribed, turn on your post notifications, and like this video. So I just wanted to share with you all how you can kind of heal your anxiety. And when I say that, these last couple of months, weeks have been very trying for me as far as like my mental and making sure that I'm listening to how I feel, I'm processing my emotions, and I'm making like logical decisions. And it's literally like I've been doing so good. Like I gotta give myself a pat on the back, because I am somebody who can really be ruled by their emotions, and I've just been working on that a lot more intentionally. And so I was having a lot of feelings of anxiety with that, and just having to push through because I had to for certain reasons, and not let my anxiety just have me crippled. Because if y'all have anxiety, or if you know someone with anxiety, it can be very crippling. And by that I mean when you get that feeling like an elephant is literally sitting on your chest, or your breathing is off and you just kind of feel like there's a blockage. It's like, it's physical, like it's actually a physical feeling. And then on top of that, like you're just processing so many things in your head and trying to just get through all of that. And when it lasts longer than a couple hours, a couple days, it's just, sometimes it's just too much. And so learning how to take time to know how to shut that off, focusing on the here and now, where your feet are is where you are. All of these little sayings that I have been hearing, I've been thinking of like, what, like you have to come up with these coping mechanisms. Like, how am I gonna get through this? Because when you're going through it, it just feels like it's a lot. And so learning how to get through that stuff, and really either writing down what actually needs to be done, making lists, or putting it in your notepad in your phone. For me, I feel like pen to paper works better, and calendars all kind of help me, reminders help me to like mentally get ready for things. Like if I know I'm gonna have to exude a whole bunch of energy on a certain day, sometimes I'll take a couple of days to kind of take it chill, take it easy leading up to that, and slowly start working myself into a social situation or somewhere where I'm gonna have to be super engaged if I know that that's something that kind of can trigger me into anxiety. Also, just slowing down but being very precise on what I have to do. Constantly like checking in with myself. Am I doing more than I need to? And is that required right now? Like, yeah, there's going to be times where you have to do more than what's required, but you don't have to be like that every time, all the time. And so unlearning those behaviors and doing all that stuff, I've been trying to do it on my own, because the way my therapist is set up, I can't talk to her often. And it feels like the times when I don't talk to her is when I need to talk to her the most. But it's also like, I'm grown, like I can work through these things. Yeah, I may be having anxiety, I may be going through it, but every single time I come out on the other side, I'm like, damn, so I could do something else. Like I'm kind of going towards shit that actually scares me, even if it's only a little bit of scare. And I have to work up to big scares, because I know that that's what's going to push me out of my comfort zone. And I also know the things that I'm avoiding are the things that I really need to be doing. So either you can do it now and get it over with, or you can wait and push it out and kill yourself with these feelings and these like letting things build up, not knowing where things are. Like everything ties together. Being organized. And I'm not like, y'all need to know, I'm like, I need to organize, I need to redecorate, I need to get back into my zhuzh, because it's like we take these little breaks from when we're in that mode, and then you get everything how you want it and you're so organized, and then you kind of can chill a little bit, and then it's like, whoa, don't chill too long, because that's how you get too far behind. And definitely take your breaks. Definitely take your breaks and do the things that bring you joy, that bring you happiness. So for me, I'm gonna look into something where I can like really relax. I found this place in Raleigh that I want to check out one day, so I need to make like a plan to do that. And then I have some fun things that I kind of want to do on here that I kind of need to organize. So I'm giving myself like little projects that are fun to me. And so I feel like things like that help me with my anxiety. Praying, if you are spiritual, getting in touch with your higher self, and just having that private time to really lock in and kind of either meditate or just breathe, or whatever you do during that time, pray. I've been doing that more. I have this little app on my phone. It's called the prayer app. I have a prayer that I say every day, but I also show gratitude, and I'm trying not to complain, because truth be told, I feel like I have everything I need. I just didn't realize that. And so realizing that I can really count on myself, and that I've gotten myself through some pretty crazy situations, and that this doesn't have to feel like that, and I'm not out of control. I'm actually doing okay. I just wasn't, maybe I was just off balance in my mind and in my body and in my spirit. And so I'm just getting recalibrated, really. And being proud of myself, not seeking outside validation. Sometimes I do, but there's a lot of times I put it on myself to kind of be like proud of myself, and to give myself my flowers, and to not be doing it because, like, again, for the validation of it all. Like, it's kind of hard when you do something like YouTube or social media, because you actually are doing things that are like, look at me, validate me. But when I do it, I'm really doing it for like a bigger group of people, and I call those the unseens, the unheards. There's a group of people that I represent. And so when I see those people commenting, I feel like, damn, they saw me, and so they felt what I was trying to give them, and now they're giving me back like gratitude for that. And that makes me feel good, because I feel like that's what my calling was, is to pour out, which is why I feel overpoured at times, is because I have like a huge mission that I'm not even sure like what is the end goal of this, but for now I know that I'm supposed to be sharing, so I'm just doing that. And hopefully that will also help with my anxiety, because it's like, for some people, I feel like God gives you this mission, or you were put here to do X, Y, and Z. But when you're still trying to figure out like what that is and what that looks like, it can feel like so heavy. So all of those things, I'm kind of like, those are the things I kind of have been doing to keep my anxiety, like, I can't even say at bay, because it's definitely there, but just kind of recognizing, is this the bad kind or the good kind? And leaning into the good kind, like, as hard as it can be, like just being like, okay, stop, go do something. And also when I'm like doing too much, I'm like, okay, you're doing too much, relax now. People who can just do that, who are just regulated like that, you have such a gift. Because there's people like me that are like, okay, remember, you need to sit down, like, or you need to stop thinking so much, because it's not always physical stuff you're doing, it's mental, the mental work. like stop. And I'm gonna get a notebook because I'm at that point where the wheels are turning again, and it's just like so many downloads, so much information, and I'm like, okay, I want to do everything, but I can't forget anything. So I'm constantly like trying to remember, like, why am I doing that? Just write the shit down. Just write the shit down. But then when I write it down, sometimes I get overwhelmed by the idea of, okay, so I gotta come up with this. And it's like, I'm just gonna put it out. Like, it's just gonna be raw. It's gonna be me. I do my best to show up, but maybe some days I can't show up, but I still have a message to put out. I'm gonna find a way creatively to do it because I just feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. So I meant for this video to be titled "You Can Beat Anxiety," and I feel like I'm still gonna leave that title because you can. I'm doing it every day. You're doing it. So with all of that said, I'm going to let you go. I want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and if you enjoy me. And I will continue to put out what I have to put out. Enjoy the summer. Later.